is trying to kill you, but in her heart, she seems musically pretty happy. Hey music friends, this is Davi Vasc. I'm a music composer for games, and you guys like Touhou a lot apparently. So let's listen to and talk about another Touhou theme, and this time it's going to be Flandre Theme. Owen Was Her. I'm confused as to what that means. The song hasn't even started yet and I'm already confused, but anyway, let's go. Oh man. They're all like this, aren't they? Another very disturbing one. Oh. And this is a similar harmony to the previous one. Okay, I thought the previous track that we heard, Hartman's Yokai Girl, was an exception because it sounded so unique, so weird and disturbing. But apparently that's not the case, because this one sounds very similar, at least the starting part here. It's also very disturbing. There's also a kind of uncommon time signature here. Let me show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one is a lot slower. It still sounds kind of urgent, kind of frantic, and somewhat disturbing, but it's not as insane, as crazy as Hartman's Yokai Girl. This one is slower, so there's a nice swing to it. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a nice swing. But also, I was trying to figure out the harmony in this part here. And again, talking about similarities with Undertale, this guy, you guys told me it's like Zun or Zun, I don't know how to pronounce it. The composer, he did something that Toby Fox does as well, or rather probably Toby Fox did something that he does. And I'm not gonna do the full explanation here because I already talked about this on the Asgore video and recently in the recent Deltarune video, but he is detuning his piano here. So the notes that he's using here, all of these notes that he's using do not exist anywhere in a normal piano. So I detune my piano here as well to be able to play along with him. So now I will be able to play along, but otherwise the notes wouldn't be found anywhere in my piano. And when they do that, it gives the song a very unique sound. As soon as I started trying to figure out the chords here, I noticed something off, something weird. The sound wasn't matching, and then I realized they were using this weird tuning that they like to use. But yeah, it gives the song a very unique sound, and it gives the character a very unique vibe as well. Now that I have a little bit more experience with Touhou music, I know that this girl is probably a boss, right? I wanna say. And the weird tuning that he's using here with these notes that literally do not exist anywhere in a normal piano adds to that. It adds to that tension and to that feeling I get that this is probably a boss. So the part that I wanted to figure out the chords was this one. Check this out. So this is very interesting. Not only this part kicks ass, this part is awesome, but also there's some important things to notice here. So first of all, remember the chord sequence, the heroic chord sequence that I talked about in Hartman's Yokai Girl? It's here again. So you can tell that Zun and also Toby Fox, because remember I said Toby Fox used this on Asgore and on a bunch of other tracks. You can tell these guys love this sequence. Right? Is this one very exciting, adventures, and it's like I said in the previous episode, it's not a very unique sequence. It's very common. I use this as well. It's a good sequence to use in a like combat track where you need excitement and adventure. So yeah, pretty common. But then after this, check this out. This chord is very interesting. I'm gonna call this a surprise happy chord, because this is a happy chord. Is a positive chord. It elicits positive emotion mostly, but it was not supposed to be here. It's kind of a wrong chord to put here. The correct chord to put here would be this one. It's a sad chord. It sounds depressive, right? But instead of putting this one, Zun, the composer, went out of his way to include a wrong chord, a happy chord instead. Yay! Sounds very happy. So this is interesting, and it doesn't end there. He goes on to do it again with an even happier chord. So later on he does this. Again, surprise happy chord, and this one is even happier than the previous one. There's a sensation of finality, of resolution, and even peace in this one. And this is interesting because the rest of the track was so disturbing. Again, same thing with Hartmann's Yokai Girl. Such opposing, conflicting sensations in this track. And I don't know anything about Touhou lore or story, but I'm seeing a girl that looks very cute and she has fire in her hands. I assume she's Flandre's and that she is the boss. And again, I don't know anything, but if she's the boss, I assume she's dangerous somehow, or maybe even evil. But also she looks kind of cute and happy, excited. So I assume that's the kind of dichotomy, the kind of ambiguity that we have here. Is a character that is probably, I assume, is dangerous and maybe is trying to destroy you, is trying to kill you. But in her heart, she seems physically and musically seems pretty happy, pretty excited and innocent, maybe. Oh. Ooh, nice harmony. So this is less positive now. Ooh. Very nice. Now this is tense again. This is getting tense. So here, like I said, it gets more tense. He's doing this. It's a very kind of creepy, disturbing movement in the bass. Check this out. So, and he's using very disturbing chords here. He's doing something like this. This sounds ugly, right? Sounds disturbing. So they keep alternating between the two states, the danger, tense state, and the other one that I described that is more adventurous and positive, and maybe even naive. There's some sort of naivety to it. They keep alternating because, after all, you're still in a boss battle, I assume. It doesn't matter if she's happy or innocent or whatever, she's still probably trying to kill you. And by the way, something I forgot to say. Remember the time signature, the weird time signature that I talked about at the beginning? That was just at the beginning. As soon as that little intro ended in the beginning, they stopped that. Now it's just a pretty standard binary time signature. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. That's very standard, and in that kind of more positive part, it even sounds pleasant. So they just introduced her as this disturbing, unique kind of character with the unexpected, weird time signature, but then they stopped, so it becomes more natural, more normal, and like I said, even pleasant at times. That's interesting. I wonder if that says anything about her character. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Oh, it's back to that part again, the exciting part. This part is so good, man. Perfect for an exciting boss battle. Hey, I have another video on Touhou music over here, make sure to watch that. And by now you probably noticed that this channel is all about sharing the music from the games that we love with each other, so definitely keep sharing the music from the Touhou games that you love with me. So remember, whenever you're ready, to spread your wings and go on a music journey again. I will see you there.